Once upon a time, in a land so far away, there was a village of Kampung Damai that coexisted with all kinds of animals. These animals lived happily as they came together and helped one another. Their long-lived minister Haji Dollah had a vision that a wise leader will come and guide them away from their grief. The drought they were facing had caused them nothing but trouble.
I have served our land for a better future. I hope his vision is right. This drought is crippling our farm. This will cause our economy to fluctuate.
I understand what you mean, Sergeant. I know that a wise leader is among us. He will stand up and guide us through this, okay?
As time went by, Haji Dollah met his creator. His dreams and goals were left behind. Not long after that, Tok Belang was campaigning to become the new chief.
Dear residents of Kampung Damai, I plead and cry for you to hear what I have to say. Among the other candidates, I have received guidance from Haji Dollah himself. He taught me that your livelihood is the blood that pumps my heart to keep striving. This drought has caused us nothing but heartbreak and hunger. I can resolve that. I have a dear friend from afar who is willing to come and help us. He will bring us water for our crops, and I can only do that if you make me your chief. So, pick me, vote for me, trust me.
How can you convince us that you will not be like your teenage self?
Because, Pale, I know what that path has led me to, and it is not one of my finest hours. I was young and foolish. Now I have grown and understood that I embody the vision. I am the answer to the long vision told by the late Haji Dollah.
If you are the vision, then I trust Haji Dollah's judgment in helping you. I say, we vote for Tok Belang.
Deep through the village, there were two pair of eyes who were not convinced. However, they wanted to spare the thought. At that moment, Tok Belang was their best choice of candidate to vote for.
Auntie May's wishful thought was every citizen of Kampung Damai's wish. Since Tok Belang was elected, his promise of a friend that will come to help has not been fulfilled. Tok Belang, on the other hand, tried hard to maintain the people's trust. He kept finding ways to help until he found an advertisement of a water dam company. Tok Belang went to seek this company's help.
Hello, Saudagar.
Oh yes, Tok Belang, my personal assistant has reminded me about you. How may I help you?
For you to know, my people are struggling because of the drought. With the help of your company, I can provide water, and this will solve the issue. Will you help me?
Now, this is a leader.
Let us shake hands on our deal.
Tok Belang shook hands on the deal and accepted it without prior knowledge of the outcome. What Tok Belang didn't know was that Saudagar Indera had always been a good manipulator. As the both of them returned to the village, the people held a festive welcome as they believed he would be the saviour to their problem. But in truth, he wasn't.
Thank you, Saudagar Indera. Bless your soul for helping our village. Saudagar Indera, please accept our carrot soup that we have prepared for you. We are sorry, but this is the only crop that has survived the drought.
Thank you so much, Mr.
It's Uncle Chang. This soup is from the Chang's family.
A sly look came from Saudagar Indera's face when he heard that it came from the tikus. A chilly wind blew that evening, and it wasn't a cold blanket at night, but rather a hot burning anger that awaited the morning. A scream so loud it woke up the whole village. Everyone quickly got ready and headed to Uncle Chong's compound. When they arrived, Tuan Hassan has closed off the area. They all felt confused.
Inspector, what is the problem? Why are you closing off Uncle Chong's house?
As Tuan Hassan was calming the people outside, wails of despair could be heard from inside the house.
Why will anyone kill Lee? He did nothing wrong. Dear, why our son?
Honey, you have to calm down. Let Tuan Hassan and his team solve this.
The police tried to calm Auntie May down, but the trauma was just overwhelming.
Saudagar Indera, I am really sorry about my wife. Thank you so much for coming.
Uncle Chong, there's something I wanted to tell you. Yesterday evening, I saw something suspicious coming from your house's compound. That person was Pak Leh.
Pak Leh wasn't a fan of our carrot farm because his crops did not turn out as expected. But Pak Leh wouldn't kill my son.
The subtle hint of envy and hate that was pushed into Uncle Chong's heart caused him to react unlike the Uncle Chong we know. Saudagar Indera gave a dose of little virus that can cause Pak Leh to suffer without others facing the consequences. Saudagar Indera said the only way is to urinate around his house. With each pawn and rook playing their role, it took only days for the outcome to turn out worse than anticipated. Due to Uncle Chong's virus, it spread like wildfire to the whole village.
What is happening to me? Help me! Help! Help me!
Pak Leh, you have to stay calm. Let us try to help cure this sickness.
Chaos struck when the virus started to cause death among the younger population. Tok Belang raised the alarms and requested everyone to stay at home and not leave the house unless necessary. The chief also closed down all economic activities for the safety of the village, but he had other plans in motion with Saudagar Indera.
Don't you forget that the cure to this virus is with me. I can make you look good to your people, and all you need to do is give me what I want.
The chief then realized how dangerous this can bring to his title. He knew by counseling to Saudagar Indera was the only solution for this village. Saudagar Indera suggested the blame falls on Uncle Chong for having this disease and made the chief look like the hero for having the cure ready. Tok Belang then made the announcement that evening.
Good evening to the residents of Kampung Damai. Thank you for staying at home, and I hope that you and your family stay safe in these uncertain times. The police and I have found the cause to this outbreak. The P virus was found in Uncle Chong's system, and he has caused the virus to spread throughout the village. Kindly stay home and please stay away from the Chong's family for everyone's safety.
I knew it! The Chong's family is a filthy family. I guess that's the reason for the death of your son. It was your fault!
Please, it wasn't our fault. We are not at fault. Please, please.
The news caused major hate crimes against the Chong's family. As the chief gave Saudagar Indera his demands, Saudagar Indera provided the cure to the virus, and that gesture turned the table.
Thank you, Saudagar Indera, for your cooperation. Now that I have the cure with me, I demand for you to be banned from this village.
What? I got everything in motion while your hands stayed clean. You promised me.
I know what I promised, but this is going too far. You have blood on your hands and caused more damage to my village.
You are going to regret this, Chief. I will make sure if I am going down, you are going down with me too.
Your filthy soul will never touch this title. You don't have to do this. You can still bring all your wealth to other villages. Leave peacefully.
Give me my demands, and your secret will be safe with me till the end of time.
Then you leave me with no choice.
As Tok Belang and Saudagar Indera were in battle, Tuan Hassan overheard everything and realized the true culprit in the investigation. Tok Belang won the fight and banished Saudagar Indera from the village. But Saudagar Indera knew he could never live without revealing the truth.
People of Kampung Damai, the chief has betrayed all of you. He has caused this virus to spread. Some of your children were killed by me.
How can we be sure that you are not lying? Tok Belang is the vision embodied by the late Haji Dollah.
Because he is not lying. It is the truth. The only reason he is confessing now is because he got banished and did not get what was promised by Tok Belang. The chief betrayed us all.
Inspector, what are you saying?
In case you did not know, I was elected as the general observer from Haji Dollah's administration. I was not stripped from my position when you came in power. With the power vested in me, I hereby announce that you, Tok Belang, is not the chief of the village of Kampung Damai. Take him to prison!
No!
The people cheered as Tok Belang was taken away to prison. And that marks the end of the story.